Hello my lovelies, it's Sandal from Substance Over Style and welcome to a new video. Okay, so today I have a haul from ELF, Eyes, Lips and Face. If you don't know about ELF, I'm sure you already know about ELF. They're cruelty-free and a lot of their products are vegan. It might be all vegan, but every single thing that I bought was vegan. So today we're having a bit of a glamour magic type video. See, if you ask men whether they like a lot of makeup on a woman, usually they'll say no, because it's a form of witchcraft and it's a way that women have used to bewitch men and alter their appearance in order to look more alluring. So obviously men don't like to be bewitched, but really they do, because otherwise they wouldn't be. So yeah, gonna show you how to do it. And I've been doing quite a lot of hauls recently that you've probably seen on my channel, just because now I'm back in London, so now I have space to keep the extra things that I'm buying. I don't really shop a lot when I'm overseas because I'm living out of a suitcase, and a lot of the time I can't take stuff with me. I have to leave it with a friend, and then sometimes the friend gives all the stuff away, and you know, that has happened. So now that I'm back in London, I need new clothes and I need new makeup because a lot of my stuff has been sitting in this drawer for like a whole year. So yeah, bought a bunch of stuff on ELF. They had a sale on, so I think all this stuff was really reasonable. It set me back, how much did it? So I bought some colour adjustment drops. I bought an under eye setting powder, a contouring brush, a studio eye primer and liner sealer, an eyeshadow palette, an eyelash and brow brush, like a little spoolie, lip exfoliant, and I got a free gift as well, and it doesn't say how much I paid. But I think it was less than 50 quid. It might have been even less than that. It might have been sort of about 25. Okay, so what are we going to start with? Maybe we should start with, I should probably prep my skin first, but okay, so that we got a face primer right there. This is the box that it comes in. Nice packaging. And then we got the under eye setting powder. I'm really looking forward to trying this because since I got back to London, because it's been winter, my skin has been feeling really super dehydrated, and I've started to get like some little fine lines around here, which I don't usually have, like not when I'm living in like a tropical climate, because my skin is much more hydrated. And also my lips, I can always tell that I'm getting really dehydrated skin when my lips start to get really chapped. So you know, it's really then important to use a high quality powder or no powder at all, you know, because otherwise it sets into the little creases and it just makes you look a bit haggard, really. Then we got the lip exfoliator. I really like this packaging, this matte black. It looks really stylish. Then the contouring brush, because usually I don't even own one of these. I usually just use I've got like 3 or 4 different blusher brushes, and I just use one of those. Stay and Shape wax pencil. What the hell is this? I don't remember buying this. Helps shape and tame brows. Draw wax onto brows and brush into place. Wear alone or after applying brow colour. Don't remember buying that. I think that's an accident. But I can try it. Hang on. Stay and Shape. Yeah, it's not on my invoice, but maybe it's maybe that's the free gift. Eye primer and liner sealer. So I'm looking forward to trying an eye primer because if you've been following me on Instagram for a while, you know that I usually favour quite a natural look. I mean, a lot of my selfies that I take and my stories I take on, you know, Instagram are with me with no makeup on my face at all, because, you know, I just spent the last year living on the beach in Cambodia and Bali, so you're not really going to be wearing makeup when you're there. So this whole eye primer stuff is really new to me, but I've seen that it's kind of a thing that people are doing to make their eyeshadow look really, to make the colours pop, because I find when I do my own eyeshadow, even if I use a wet brush, it doesn't really look that dramatic. It still looks quite subdued compared to like some of my friends who work in the fashion industry. And after talking to my friend Veer, who's staying with me at the moment, yeah, he was like, yeah, of course, I always use an eye primer. So I started using just a bit of concealer on my eyelid just to kind of get the eyeshadow to kind of stick. But now I'm just thinking eye primer. So this is the thing, like, people think that models know like all about makeup and how to do makeup. We really don't, because a lot of the time when we go to castings, we have to go looking very natural. So we have to have the no makeup look. And then a lot of the time we have our makeup done for us on shoots. So we do pick up certain tricks, but I don't know, like, I just got used to I stopped wearing a lot of makeup when I started modeling. Like, I used to wear more makeup before I started modeling than I do now. So I don't know what. Okay, so this is a really great little zero waste trick. So, you know, those of you who've followed me for a while know that I'm a bit of a zero waster, always have been, before it even became a hashtag. And I bought this foundation when I was living in Cambodia. Like, if you've ever been to Sihanoukville in Cambodia, you'll know it's like a very, very developing country, and it's very hard to get just basic things like good products, you know, good beauty products, good makeup products. There's only like 2 shops in Sihanoukville that sell like beauty products, and one of them's a supermarket. So I bought this foundation. Like, you can go to, like, they have like night markets and stuff where a lot of women will buy their stuff. And yeah, at the night markets, they'll sell a lot of different products. Like, they'll sell like Huda Beauty eyeshadow palettes, naked palettes. Same like if you've ever been to Bangkok, they'll sell those there as well. And they're usually fake, but you know, they're way cheaper than you can usually get them. And sometimes they're pretty good, actually. Like, I bought a naked palette from there when I was living in Bangkok a couple of years ago, and the pigments are pretty good. So I bought this Huda Beauty one, and the shade is kind of like, it's the right tone, but the shade is a bit, here, I'll just swatch a little bit. It's just a little bit too pink for my skin, if you can see. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't know, you can't really tell right now, but when I wear it, I find that like my whole face looks a bit pink, and then the rest of my skin is like a bit more yellowish. So let me just grab a tissue and put that off. So yeah, I didn't want to chuck it out because that's really wasteful, and it's still good. So I just bought this shade adjustment drop thing. So if your foundation has too many pink tones, or if it has too much yellow tones and you're more of a pink undertone person, they sell these shade adjustment drops. So they do the yellow one, they do the pink one, they also do like a white one, and then like a darkening one as well, so if it's too light or too dark. So that's an amazing little trick to kind of save your makeup. So I'm going to try that. But usually I don't really use that foundation. Usually I use my Lush pigments, and I love these because they're natural, and you know, they're just not got lots of nasty chemicals in them, and they're vegan and cruelty-free and stuff. And I've got them in 2 shades because my skin changes colour with obviously how much I travel. So right now I'm using the light yellow, or is it dark yellow? It's dark yellow. That's my main shade that I use everywhere. And then I just use the light brown for contouring. So, and it's very subtle because I don't like a really strongly, heavily contoured look. But yeah, today I'm going to be trying that with the drops. And then Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette. Yeah, because I don't really own a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but all the ones that I do are really like glittery or iridescent, so they're not really great for when you want more of a daytime look. And for castings, it can just look a bit too dressed up. You know, clients don't want to see you looking like you're going out for dinner. Like, they want to see you looking natural. And then that's the spoolie. So what should I try first? I should probably prep my skin first. Got my tea. So this is Tesco's finest chai tea with organic soy milk. And then to sweeten it, I use Indian jaggery, which I think they also have in South America. It's we call it gur, because I'm from Pakistan, my family's from Pakistan, we call it gur. But in India, they call it jaggery. And in South America, they call it, when I was in Colombia, it was the same thing. It was just like these blocks of like sugar that you would basically shave off pieces. They called it canela or panela, or maybe that's just the drink that they use to make it, but it's just, yeah, just a natural form of sugar. I'm not somebody who restricts sugar, as I've said extensively on my channel and on Instagram. Okay, what am I doing? Right, okay, so this is just a bit of rose water that I'm going to switch my face with. Top zero waste trick is I just buy it in bulk, like I do with my body oils and things like that. I'll buy a big bottle of rose water in bulk, and then I just refill it into this. This was like a mosquito spray bottle that my sister bought in Thailand. So that kind of like hydrates your skin. And then this is the eye serum that I'm using, anti-wrinkle eye serum. Where did I get this one from? It's from a brand called Green Factory. And I bought it when I was living in Bali, in Ubud. I'll see if I can find it. I find it online and link it down below. It's quite a nice one, but it's not really preventing the little wrinkles that I've been getting since being back in London. So, I mean, really the solution to that is, yeah, you do need a good serum if your skin is dehydrated. That's like the best, fastest way to rehydrate your skin. But you do need to also deal with the underlying causal factor, which is not getting enough hydration into your body. So, you know, drinking more fluids, eating fruits, vegetables that will hydrate your skin from the inside out, and then also the vitamins and minerals will also help plump up your skin, and they'll help fight free radical damage that you get from pollutants. So, you know, that's one of the reasons why I'm plant-based, because it really helps keep your skin hydrated. Okay, and then this serum, I'm currently using the Body Shop. Can you see that? It's not very clear, is it? The Body Shop Drops of Youth. Oh, it's mirrored. It's like reverse. Drops of Youth Concentrate. And this one is kind of like, it's a bit sticky. It's a bit like aloe vera. Aloe vera! Yeah, it's just a bit, I mean, I like it, but it's not my favourite serum that I've ever used, so I'm probably going to switch to something else afterwards. But yeah, while I was living in Southeast Asia, it wasn't always easy to get hold of vegan cruelty-free products. And then I usually use my face oil. Right. Okay, I usually put a homemade face oil on my face, but I think I left it in the bathroom and I can't be bothered to get it right now. So instead, I'm going to use this random moisturizer. I think it's from, what's it from? Yeah, what is this? Is this vegan? I know it's cruelty-free. This is from one of those MLM companies. What is it? Forever Aloe Moisturizing Lotion with collagen and elastin. Yeah, it was like a multi MLM company that sells aloe vera products, and I kind of like the moisturizer, but I don't like the way the company operates, so I'm not going to really promote their products. It's an okay moisturizer. I mean, I've had better. But yeah, it does make my skin feel nice and hydrated and ready to kind of put makeup on. Okay, so let's try this mineral infused face primer. So I'm currently, the primer that I'm using at the moment is from NYX, and it's like a very sort of velvety one, that kind of, you know, smooths out your skin and makes it feel like velvet. It has a really nice texture, but it can be a little bit drying. So I'm looking forward to trying this one. Let's go. Oh, look at that. I wonder how much I need. Let's do 3 pumps. That's really nice, isn't it? It's clear. It seems to be a nice consistency. Ooh. Oh, this has got a similar texture to the next one, but it just feels much more hydrating. Oh, silky. Yeah, not bad. Oh, I'm impressed. La 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 la. Yeah. I mean, going back to the whole glamour magic thing, I was talking to my friend Heidi about this. She says she's been getting really into just glamour magic rituals, like how you kind of turn your process of getting yourself ready for the day into a kind of ritualistic, sacred ceremony. Because yeah, when you do it like that, then it's kind of like it becomes a self-love ritual. And not only are you just putting on your face, or, you know, moisturizing your skin, but you're anointing yourself. So it actually helps you, I feel like it actually helps you shift your energy, because if I go out looking like this with no makeup on, I mean, I generally have quite good self-esteem. I can go out there and kind of conquer the world with no war paint on. It's easier for me to do that, like living in a beach town, than it is somewhere like London, where people tend to kind of dress up and kind of be a little bit more groomed when they go out and face the world, but I can do it. But if I put my face on and I kind of put some effort into my appearance, when I go out there, I have such a much stronger, more unfuckwithable attitude. Especially if I have to go out and like go to castings and meet clients and, you know, bring my all to like auditions and things like that, where I'm facing like a lot of very, very stiff competition from like some of the most beautiful, talented women from all over the world who flock to London to try and get, you know, modelling and acting jobs. So it is kind of important that, you know, since I've been back in London, I've been kind of really giving myself like about 2 hours to get ready for a casting or for a meeting, and that's been really critical, and it's completely shifted my vibe. Because before, when I'd give myself only 1 hour or half an hour to just quickly put on some makeup, I was just so flustered and stressed out when I went out, and I didn't really feel like I looked my best because I hadn't taken the time to blend things properly, or, you know, things are getting smudged because they've not been set properly, or, you know, sometimes I'll just go to the bathroom before a casting and I'll realise that like my concealer's just not been blended properly, and I'm walking into castings looking like that. It's those little things that kind of make you look a little bit sloppy, like you don't really care. So when you can show people that you really have put some effort in and you really care about how you look, or where it looks like you haven't even really made that much effort, that's just how you look, like I woke up like this, that's even better. That will help you really nail those jobs. Okay, so mineral infused face primer. So what do I want now? Okay, so yeah, foundation. Oh, let's try the lip exfoliator first, because I do like to hydrate my lips first before I do anything, just so that it gives some time for, like, you know, any balms or moisturizers to kind of sink in, because you don't want your lipstick like slip sliding around. And I have like a real issue with my lips always getting dry, and I have like this terrible habit of picking them all the time. It's like a form of OCD. So I do like to kind of, look at that, it's so pretty. Oh, it looks like Cinnabons. That's great. Okay, let's try it. It smells nice. I don't know. Okay, now I'm feeling the grains. I wonder if I can eat it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. No, probably not. I don't think I can eat it. The one that Lush do a really nice one. They do like a little lip scrub in a tiny little pot. It's a pot just like in these pigments. And it's literally just white granulated sugar mixed with like jojoba oil and then some flavorings. And they do different flavors. I mean, you can make it yourself, but the ones that they do at Lush, I mean, they're very affordable, and they're flavored with like different, you know, flavors, which I already said. But it just means that you can eat them, and they're so delicious. So it kind of encourages you to use them if you're like grown up who likes sweets. So I think that kind of, I mean, it didn't sort it out completely, but it did something. Let me just go over again. Okay, and it's left a nice little film, but I'm just going to double up with this. This is my Lucas's Pawpaw. Like, my lips are very, very sensitive. Like, if I use, there's certain balms that I just can't use because they actually make my lips more dehydrated. Vaseline I won't touch. There was one that I bought from like Dr. Organic. That was just so drying, it was horrible. So I can pretty much only use Lucas's Pawpaw. That's the main one really. Lano Lips do a good one, but it's not vegan. Carmex also do a good one, but that one's also not vegan. It has beeswax. So Dr. Pawpaws is the only vegan one that I found that I can use, and they don't even really sell it in the UK. They have another one that they sell in no, this is Lucas's Pawpaw ointment. Did I say Dr. Pawpaw? They have one that they sell in the UK called Dr. Pawpaw, and that one's crap. Like, I can't use it at all. It's too thin, and I think that it has alcohol in it, and it's just very drying on my lips. I bought it, and it was like a lot cheaper than the Lucas's one, and it was just crap. Yeah, it was no good. Okay, so what's next? Right, okay, I think we can go in lip exfoliator. They've sent me 2 lip exfoliators. That's fucking weird. I didn't order 2 lip exfoliators. That's strange. They better have sent me everything that I ordered. Interesting. Okay. Maybe it was a free gift. Maybe the lip exfoliator was a free gift. So I guess now that I have one that I can keep in my purse. So yeah, I mean, they haven't charged me any extra for it. Right, I might actually do the eyes first, because I have heard that that's a good thing to do, because I do find that when I do my eyes last, I just get loads of fallout and smudging. Like, sometimes I'll, you know, use the brush and like it will flick little bits of powder onto here, and then you have to clean it up once you've kind of contoured your nose, and it's just a shit show. So let's try the eye primer. Excuse me, I'm a little bit ill at the moment. I've got coming down with a cold. I cannot open this package. It's like okay, there we go. It's very complicated. Okay, so this is the thing. I mean, look, I'm not being funny, but like, this is what I usually use, isn't it, as an eye primer. This is the Body Shop concealer, and I'll just use it for a little bit for contouring down the front of my nose, because it's like a lighter shade than my skin, and then I'll use it to prime my eyes. How is that really any different? It's the same thing. Like, okay, they do have a sealer though. I wonder what the sealer is. Can't even open it. Am I supposed to be able to open the bottom thing? Right, let me just check. It's clear, natural eye primer and liner sealer. Okay, get long-lasting eye colour that won't smudge or budge. Help set eyeshadow to prevent it from fading or creasing. Liner sealer transforms your eyeshadow into waterproof, smudge-proof liquid eyeliner. Can't wait to try that. Directions. Apply primer to eyelid and blend in. Mix liner sealer brush with your favourite eyeshadow colour and apply to lash line as a liner. For best results, wipe off and clean applicator before closing. Remove with eye makeup remover. So basically, it's like a little liquid thing with a little brush, and it turns any eyeshadow into a liquid eyeliner. But I actually can't open it. I can't fucking open it. I can't open it. I'm gonna have to pause this. Okay, there's just no way that I can figure out how to open this. I might ask a friend to have a go later on, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to try the primer. I'm just gonna contact ELF and just say send me another one, because it's just not acceptable. So let's prime this eye. I don't know if I know what I'm doing right now. Let me look in the mirror actually. I mean, I have to say, this shit is exactly the same as the fucking concealer that I was using. Sorry, I probably shouldn't swear because my videos will be demonetized. Okay, so I got the primer on. Do I need to like smudge it? Okay, well, let's see. I'm gonna see if this does anything different. Let's open the... Oops. So this is the eye palette. Oh look, it's got like corrugated. Oh, they've protected it quite nicely. That's good of them. This is so chic, it's cute, and it's very small. That'll be great for traveling actually, because usually I'm traveling with like my huge naked one. And I mean, I do like this one. It's got some nice shades in it, but at the same time, there's a lot of shades that I don't even use in there. So let me try and fucking, Jesus. Okay, it was a little bit tricky to open, but woo! Doesn't come with a brush, but it has little plastic thing to protect the mirror. Okay, so some of these shades look quite nice. So I was a really good girl and I washed all my brushes. So what should I use? I think I might go for like a pinky kind of eye. Yeah, I'm gonna go in with this shade. It's the second one. Does it have a name? No, it doesn't have a name. Let's just try it. Oh, I can use this mirror. So I'm gonna put that all over the lid. I like that. I really like that. Okay, I think maybe this primer is doing something, because I do feel like that's quite a decent colour payoff. It's hard to say really though. Like, I was talking to one of my friends the other day and he works as a makeup artist, and he says that he uses eyeshadow to contour his face. And he basically said that anything can be used for anything, and I've heard other makeup artists say this as well. You can use anything for anything. Like an eyeshadow, if it's like a glittery eyeshadow or like an iridescent light coloured eyeshadow, you can use that as a highlighter. Like, you can use anything for anything. It's just pigments, it's just paints. Like, okay, yeah, there will be certain formulations which are kind of more adapted to one use or the other, but you can also change the formulations. I mean, I've seen makeup artists do that sometimes. They'll sometimes mix an eyeshadow, break it up and mix it with like a moisturizer or something, so that they can get like a cream highlighter or whatever. I mean, I think that was actually how Touche Éclat was created, because a makeup artist was mixing eyeshadow with like a little bit of lotion and water as a highlighter, and that was like the first highlighter or something. So yeah, don't be afraid to mix it up. Okay, so that was the first shade. Why am I putting that away? Let's see what else. Oh, it's really difficult to open this palette. Okay, so I've done that shade, so I think I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna use this shade as a crease shade. Oh, nice. I like it. I don't know if it's the eyeshadow itself or if it's the, just going to bring that a little bit underneath. I don't know if it's the eyeshadow or if it's the primer, but I feel like I am getting a decent colour payoff, even considering that these shades are quite neutral. Yeah, I like it. I'm just going to blend it a little bit with the original brush. It does break off quite a lot, but it's okay. Now, I don't know if I'm doing this wrong or right. I'm sure you've probably figured out that I'm not really a makeup expert. I just kind of slap some shit on my face, so okay, and then I'm gonna play around with this as well and see what happens. Or maybe this more peachy shade. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna blend that into the crease. Ooh, I like that. That really warms it up, doesn't it? I can't really tell you what brushes I'm using because I've just had them for years, so I think this one was like an Estee Lauder one that I was given when I was really young. So okay, I don't want to do it too much because I kind of want to go for like a sort of natural everyday look. It's like, I don't understand what these really light shades are for. Like, I never really use them. I mean, maybe it's just because my skin tone is a little bit darker than maybe the average white British girl, but it just doesn't. I'm just going to use it and see what happens. Okay. Okay, you know what I'm going to experiment with a little bit? I am going to try the primer under the eyes. Since you can use anything for anything, let's just prime under these eyes. I mean, if it prevents creasing, then maybe it will prevent my concealer from sealing into the creases. Oh, it doesn't really. Okay, well, it's done. It's kind of a bit sticky. Doesn't really look like anything, but it's on. I might put a bit more on. It's like quite, okay, I would say it is different. It's got quite a sheer, it's quite translucent, the tone. So I guess you can use it on any skin tone. Okay, so let me put my concealer on. So this concealer that I'm using is from a brand called Zero. I don't know if it's vegan or cruelty-free. I'm sorry, it was just given to me when I did Fashion Week in Lahore. So it was a brand that was kind of launching there, and they just gave it to me as a gift. But I really, really like it. It has like a corrector, a concealer, and then 2 cheek shades or lip shades. I don't really use that one that much, but the cheek shade I quite like, a sort of cream cheek colour. I actually quite often use a gel on the cheeks. I just find it looks a bit more natural than powders. Okay, so, and this is an EcoTools brush. So it's just an EcoTools foundation concealer brush. I'm making a bit of a mess, but it's fine. I'm going to blend it. Okay, it's going on kind of nicely. I mean, I don't really notice a difference, to be honest. Right. And then when I'm blending my concealer, what I do is I take, this is one of them toothbrush brushes, or oval brushes, and I just spritz it with, this is a makeup setting spray from the Body Shop. And I just blend it out. And mainly just do the edges, but I might just pat in there. Okay, maybe I've gone a bit too much then. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'll go in with this one as well, smaller sized one. It doesn't have to be perfect because I'm going to go over it again with the concealer. This is just to neutralise the, you know, the blue tones that you get under your eyes, or that I get under my eyes. And then take my concealer foundation brush with a little bit of normal concealer rather than the corrector, and I'm just going to pat under the eye and then go into the corner of the nose as well and conceal there. And I do like to do my concealer first before I do my foundation because I just find that it blends better that way. And also I learned from Bobbi Brown that you should do your concealer first, because sometimes when my skin's like really glowing, all I need is concealer, especially if I'm only just like popping to the shops or something. I might put a little bit on my chin as well, just the excess. Yeah, so sometimes all you need is concealer. So, and I'm just going to go in and just blend that a little bit just to remove any brush marks. Okay. Right, that's looking good. And then I'm going to set it. I'm looking forward to trying this. Where's my little... This is the HD under eye setting powder. I'm looking forward to trying this. Usually I just use like a banana powder. This one's got a nice little powder in there. It's quite a little bit light for my skin tone, but on the under eye it seems to work well. And then for the rest of my face I use my Givenchy Air Sensation, which I don't think Givenchy's cruelty-free, but I've had that for a while. Yeah, but the tones in this one are a little bit too warm to use on the under eye. They're a bit too pinky, so I kind of use them more around this side of the face. Actually, don't really use that much. Because, I mean, I just find that, like, here I'll use a bronzer to set it. Like, if I use the light brown foundation to kind of create a bit of a contour, then I'll set that with a powder bronzer. Oh, this is not coming out. Come on. Come on. Okay. And it comes with a little brush. So cute. It's so cute. And I like that it doesn't need to be too big, because I don't really wear makeup too often, so you know, I don't want it sitting around in my drawers for ages and then I have to chuck it out. Okay, this cute pull to open. What does that mean? Pull to open. I don't want to ruin my nails. Okay. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so it opens, but it's got one of these, so surely you shouldn't need to open it. You should just be able to... Oh, okay, the sticker, it's got a sticker on it. Right. It's a bit scientific. Oh my god. I'm going to break my nails pulling this sticker out. Do not test me like this. Okay. Right, so... What is this crappy little brush? Seriously, I'm not going to use this. Just come on. Let's use a proper brush. Okay, so I'm just going to use an eyeshadow brush. I need more powder than that. That's ridiculous. Okay. Shake it off. Shake it off. Okay. No, I probably need a bigger brush than that. Do I have a clean one? That one? Okay, I have a clean one here. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I'll have to see how it performs over the course of the day to really report back on whether I prefer it to the banana powder that I use. But yeah, it's okay. Okay. What's next? I wanted to use that liner. I really wanted to use the liner, but it's not... Oh, okay, it's opening now. Yes. Okay. There we go, it's just like that. Right, so what kind of eyeliner? Okay, let's go for something natural. So I'm thinking maybe like a dark brown. Let's see, do we have a... Oh, okay, we've got like this brown, and then we've got a grey or a black. Let's just try the black. I'm just going to go for it. Try the black. I mean, even though I already have black. All right, no, I'm going to try the brown. Okay, so let's try it. Just use it in the corner. I mean, it's not particularly intense, I'll be honest. Maybe I just need to pick up more product. I mean, yeah, you can see it does work. I have chosen quite a subtle shade, to be honest. Okay, so I need to, before I dip it back in, I need to clean it off. So it's not cleaning off very easily. Let's use a little bit of makeup remover to clean it off. It's quite an involved process. See, this is why you need 2 hours to really get yourself ready. This is just something that just men will never really understand and don't really appreciate. Oh, well, no one's forcing you to do it. You have to do it if you don't want. It's just like, yeah, but that's what you guys go for, let's be honest. But yeah, I want to actually do a video, and I'm going to do one soon on makeup and masculinity and femininity, and Satanism. It's going to be really interesting because I've been thinking about it for a while, so stay tuned for that. I think I've maybe got you a little bit intrigued now as to what I'm going to say about it. But put it this way, part of the reason why I stopped wearing makeup for such a long time was because I started making a few connections about makeup and whether makeup is inherently feminine. Because, I mean, is it? I mean, look at the animal kingdom. In the animal kingdom, which animals are the ones that are the most decorated? Is it the masculine ones or the feminine ones? You know it, isn't it? It's the male ones. Look at the peacock. Look at all the birds. They're all much more. It's the male ones which are more decorated because they need to attract the female. The female is more camouflaged because she bears the children, so she's more vulnerable. I mean, this is kind of, it's a little bit tricky to use, to be honest. I mean, I haven't used a similar product to this before, so I can't really compare it, but I do find it a little bit tricky to use. But yes, it's not working. But yeah, I'll go into that, what I just talked about, in another video, because I have been thinking about it quite a lot. It's not easy to clean the brush. It doesn't get completely clean. Look at that. I mean, I don't really want to be putting that back in there, because then if you want to use, well, I suppose you're always going to use a dark colour, aren't you? I'm not really going to be using a light colour, but I might want to use like a metallic or something, if you want to get like a metallic blue eyeliner or like a gold or something. Okay, so let's put that back in. It's an okay product. I mean, I like the primer though, I do say. Like, even though at first I wasn't sure, it does seem to have kept the eye shadow looking nice. But I'm going to have to try it with my eyeshadows that I usually use just to get the proper comparison. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so, oh, ow. Oh. I just broke my nail. I mean, to be fair, it was already kind of broken, and then I silk wrapped it because I've got all the stuff to do the silk wraps at home. But it's literally just hanging on by a little bit. I'm going to have to silk wrap it again. I shouldn't have used that finger to try and open this. I should probably cut them all short, actually. They're getting a little bit long now. Okay. So, how do we do this? Mix to match adjuster. I don't really know how many drops I'm going to need. But I suppose it's better to start with less and then build up. Oh, this is messy. Okay, I'm going to start with 3 drops. Oh, okay, that wasn't 3 drops. That was actually just a whole squidge just came out. But let's just try it. It's crazy though how you buy that much of it and you only need a tiny, tiny little bit. Okay, I'm just going to see if this is going to work. Okay, I don't know if it's mixed evenly, but let's give it a go. Still coming out a little bit pink, but let's try. Right, I think it's still looking a little bit pink, but so I'm probably going to need to use a little bit more than just a few drops. I'm going to need to maybe use double that amount. Okay, and now I've got my beauty blender. Just going to spritz that with some of the makeup setting spray. And let's go in. Yeah, it's still looking very pink. You're going to need a lot more. Yeah, I'm looking... I mean, I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I don't think you can really see how pink it's looking. It's going to need so much more. But for now, I'm just going to bring it down onto the neck, just so that I don't have a yellowish neck and a pink face. Although I don't really like, I know it's important to kind of get that colour tone right, but I find whenever I put foundation on my neck, it just goes all over my t-shirt or whatever top I'm wearing. Just kind of gross. But yeah, okay, fine. Now I'm pink. Yeah, so I mean, you're going to need more than a couple of drops for something like that. You're going to need a sizable amount, obviously depending on how pink it is for your skin, but I'm definitely going to need to put more in. Okay, so what am I doing now? So I get to use this, the contouring brush, although I have to say I don't have my contour with me. Oh, I've got another bronzer here. I just got this random palette that my grandmother gave me, and I don't know the brand. It just says it's just like a triple trio thing from War Paint, but I quite like it. Okay, so this is a bit stiffer than the brush I usually use. Oh, yeah, I like, that's working nicely. Yes, good. Yes, I like it. And then I usually just do this side of my forehead and bring that in a little bit, just because that cheek is a little bit bigger than this one, so just bring that in a little bit. And then I also do the same to my chin, because my chin is a little bit pointier on that side. That's not blended. Oh, it's difficult to blend. Okay, it's not working too well there. And then let's see if I can use it on the sides of the nose. So I generally, because my nose is a little bit to this side, I will contour it quite close on this side of the nose. Oh, it's actually quite nice for contouring the nose because it's quite slim. And then on the other side, I'll give it a little bit more space. And that's how I contour my nose. Okay. But I don't always contour my nose because I actually kind of like a chubbier nose. I don't really like the look that everybody's doing where they make their nose look really thin. I just think it looks very, I don't know, it looks a bit porn starish. I don't know, I wouldn't say maybe porn starish, but it just looks, I just prefer a wider nose, like a thicker nose. I think it's cuter, it's more youthful. You know, I sort of like Angelina Jolie before she got her nose done. I think she looked better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I'm liking that brush. So usually for contouring, I would just use, well, I would use a cream contour. I'd use the darker foundation with the foundation brush and just put a stripe and then stripes and whatever, and then just blend it with either my beauty blender or one of the oval brushes, and then I would take a bronzer with like this and just kind of like that, just to blend the lines and soften the lines a little bit. But I do like this, so I might use that, especially if you're in a bit of a hurry and you don't have time to do the creams and the powders as well. So yeah, that's looking nice. Okay, now I'm just going to finish off the look. Oh yes, spoolie. Okay, so let's try the eyebrow products. This video is going on a long time. It's nearly an hour long. That's fine. I can't even open this. I'm going to need scissors. Okay, so I'm kind of over like the really strong brow look that everyone was doing, or everyone's been doing since Cara Delevingne became like the face of the season. I'm looking back at some of my old YouTube videos where I was doing like a really thick, strong brow, and I just don't like how it looks anymore. I just find it looks just really masculine. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a call. Yeah, I just find it looks really too masculine, and unless your eyes are really done up, if your eyes are kind of natural and the brow is really strong, you know, that whole Cara Delevingne look, it's just, you know, if you want to look masculine, fine, but like I'm trying to look a little bit more feminine these days, so I'm going for like a more subtle brow. So okay, so there's a couple of ways that I do my brows. Sometimes I use a pencil, sometimes I use a powder and a brush, and then I've got a couple of different brushes that I use. It depends what kind of look I want to go for. If I want to go for a kind of blocky look, I'll use that, where I want the whole brow to look kind of very solid. If I want a more natural look with the hairs, I'll go for that. But because I've got the spoolie, I'm going to try this with the spoolie and see what kind of look I get. And then I've also got the waxy thing. So this is, I've got this palette here, and it's just a random palette from War Paint Cosmetics. Again, it was just a gift from my grandma, but I really like the shades. And yeah, I'm using this colour, which is kind of like a taupey, brownish, greyish thing. It's like not too dark, so it's good for like a natural look. And I'm just going to put the brush in there, tap off the excess, and then we're just going to go in and fill in those brows. Okay. So that's looking much stronger now than the other one. Okay. Now, are they even? No, I think this one's a little bit less done. Yeah. I mean, the good thing about using this one is it holds more product. So that means that you don't have to... yeah, it holds more product than the angled brush, so you don't have to keep on like going back in, so it kind of saves you time. So if I'm short on time, I'll use that, but I'm doing quite a few things here. So yeah, okay, so let's go in with the spoolie, and the spoolie will just like and remove a bit of the excess so it looks a little bit more natural again. And then also brush up the hairs. And then, I mean, I do like a strong brow, don't get me wrong, like a Brooke Shields kind of look. It doesn't suit everyone, but at the same time, I also like to look natural, do you know what I mean? I mean, if you naturally have strong brows, then those brows are obviously designed to suit your face, you know, because God's creation, God doesn't make accidents. So I wouldn't mess around with them too much, but you can play up certain characteristics and, you know, enhance what you have or play down what you don't like, or if you just want to go for a different look. Okay, so what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, where's the packaging? I need the packaging. I threw it away, so I don't even know how to use it now. Okay, oh god, I made a mess. I've just ripped it off. I think you can just, I think it helps them stay in place. So if I want to like brush the brows up and have them look kind of really like wild and unruly, then the wax will help them stay in place. So I'm just going to brush up the top half. You can also use Vaseline for this. I mean, I don't really know why they had this separate product, but okay, so just run that over the hairs. Yeah, sorry, as you can probably tell, I'm not really particularly taken by the advertising industry's claims to sell you more stuff that you don't really need. But that's because I work in the industry and I talk to makeup artists every day, and they tell me, you know. So a lot of these tricks, so like makeup artists, if they want to kind of create this look, they would just use Vaseline or like a bit of lip balm. And now, you know, makeup companies are like, oh, we can make a separate product and sell people more stuff, and then tell them that they have to throw it out after 3 months. It's all designed to help you part with your money, isn't it? Okay. And then if you really want them to stay like that, you can put some hairspray on it, or even just a makeup setting spray. But everybody knows the hairspray trick, don't we? Okay, it looks kind of crazy. I wanted to go for a natural look, but I'm just showing you what this product does. Okay, and I want to put on a little bit of blush. Now, this is my favourite blush. I've got a few others, but this is the one that I keep coming to when I want to do like a nice daytime look. So this is the lip and cheek stain from the Body Shop, and it's just beautiful. It's just go like that, and then I just blend it with a brush, and it's just such a nice natural flush. Doesn't look like there's any makeup on your skin because it just sinks into your skin and just stains it. Oh, that one's too much on that side. Oh god, I'm gonna look like a clown now. It's gonna be uneven. Okay, but it's not too much. It's just stronger than the other side, so I'm gonna have to go in and bring this side into balance. Whatever you do with one side, you have to do with the other. Okay. I mean, this light is kind of bleaching me out a little bit, to be honest. But let's see what else I can do. Okay, mascara. Right, what mascara do I want to use today? Okay, so this is the mascara that I love. If I want, again, a natural look. It's the Alima Pure Natural Definition Mascara. And I bought this on Naturismo. And I just love it. It's just beautiful. It's natural, it's vegan, cruelty-free. I don't know if it's organic, but it's got a brush like that. So this kind of brush is really good for getting like separation in your lashes, and it doesn't flake. It lasts all day. It doesn't irritate my eyes like some other ones that I've tried before. Yeah, because I can get quite sensitive eyes sometimes, and certain products will just make my eyes water, and this one doesn't do that at all. I think especially I have noticed since I started cleaning up my diet, certain makeup products will irritate my skin now, and I think it's because I'm not carrying as many toxins as I used to, so I'm more sensitive to them now. So on one hand, it's kind of like the drawback of being healthier and having like less toxins in your system, that you become more sensitive. But on the other hand, when you're carrying loads of toxins, physical and emotional, you become a vibrational match to more toxicity, and your life just kind of goes in a downward spiral. And we don't want that, do we? Okay, so as you can see, I've got the mirror down here, and I'm just looking down into it, and I find that's the best technique to get your lashes fully coated without getting those little smudges that you get on your top lid sometimes. And actually, because I've got really long lashes, sometimes, if I remember correctly, I'll do the bottom lashes first, because if you do those first, otherwise when you kind of go like that to do the bottom lashes, the top lash will touch. If you can see, I've got a little bit now on my top lid from where the top lash has touched the top lid and left some mascara, so I'll have to clean that up now. That's a little trick that I learned from Daniel Bauer, who's like one of the top makeup artists in India, does all the Bollywood stars and stuff. When he did my makeup, he always does the bottom lashes first. So, and especially if you're using false lashes, you got to just do the bottom ones first. I never use false lashes, so I just don't like that look. But I've got quite a lot naturally long lashes anyway, so I don't really need them. Okay, now my lips are feeling really nice and moisturised, so I'm going to now go in with the lips. So what should I use? I'm really enjoying my Body Shop lipstick that I have at the moment, but I think that's in my purse. So I'm going to use, this one's almost done. This is from Lavera. I'm just going to sharpen it. It's from a brand called Lavera, who do really beautiful natural cosmetics, not tested on animals. I don't know if this one's vegan, to be honest. It might have beeswax, but I've had this for a little while, and yeah, as you can see, it's almost finished. But it's just a beautiful colour. It's like an apricot or a peach kind of tone. So it's natural, but it's got this kind of like 60s kind of vibe. It's very girly, but it's not too pink. It's got the little bit of orange that you need just to kind of like make it a bit more natural looking. And I wear this one on its own sometimes because it's such a beautiful colour, and the formulation is quite hydrating as well, especially if you've prepped your lips with like a balm. So I'm just going to line right on the edge of my lips. Oh, went a bit too far. So yeah, I'm really liking that look. It's quite natural, and this is my little trick that I use on bad hair days or when I can't be bothered to wash my hair. So I'm just going to keep that up now. But yes, oh, I might put on a little bit of highlighter actually. This is my Becca Cosmetics highlighter. I love this one. So just dab a little bit You only need the tiniest drop, and then I just go and have it on. And this is cruelty-free. I think it's vegan as well. I just put a little bit. I put a tiny bit on this side of my chin, just to, so if I put a bit of bronzer on this one and highlighter on this one, it kind of evens it out a little bit. So it's a top tip if you've got a slightly uneven chin. And then just on the high points of the cheekbones and the high points of the brow bone. Okay. And then I'm going to take my stippling brush and blend, blend, blend. Lovely. And then sometimes I'll set the highlighter. I'll set the Becca cream highlighter with a powder highlighter as well. So for that I use my Charlotte Tilbury palette. But today I'm not going to do that because I'm just not. I think I need to blend this a little bit more. It's looking a little bit like it's sitting on the skin too much, and it wants to look like it's really infused and one with the skin, like it's all just my skin, and my skin really is all these colours. Okay, so now I can see that the eyeshadow is creasing a little bit. If you can see there, it's setting into the creases a little bit, but it's a lot less than before I was using the primer and this HD setting powder. So I would say it's a level up. So yeah, happy with that. And I think that's it. That's all I want to say. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share it with your network. If anybody's in the market for some ELF cosmetics, you can show this video to them. And yeah, leave me a comment. What are your thoughts? Did you like what I had to say? And also give me suggestions for new videos, because I love to please you. So yeah, peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.
You're introduced to LSD, and unless you've taken some other drug, like for instance, like marijuana or something, well, you know, it's an altogether new thing, and you actually